Hello puppets, welcome back to the metaverse. I'm MetaPuppet. Interesting comments on my last Star Atlas video. A bunch of people from the Star Citizen community showed up and said, hey man, Star Atlas is trash. Star Citizen is the way. And I said, right on, tell me why. And of course, some of the comments ended there, but a couple comments were pretty eye-opening. For example, on my last video, I showed this new pre-alpha gameplay footage, and I was impressed by how it looked. And one really interesting comment said, dude, that could be done in a day on Unreal Engine 5. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how long these things take, so I appreciate that information. But then it made me really wonder, well, what's taking so long with Star Atlas? And I better check out Star Citizen because it has a really passionate community behind it. And to be clear, guys, I want both of these games to succeed. Why? Because I want to play them both. It's just more fun for me. Now let's take a look at Star Atlas. Now I want to bring up one comment in particular on my site, shout out to Ronan, and it says, they aren't developing a game, they're building another NFT/crypto house first and foremost. And he's absolutely right. And how do I know he's right? Because the Star Atlas team says it themselves in their white paper. Here's their white paper. It's very long, very thorough, and apparently the purpose of this paper is to bore you to death. Just kidding, but I went through it so you don't have to. And the first thing they state is that there are going to be game assets sold in the Star Atlas marketplace that will not be playable until Phase 2. But then look at Phase 2. It says the browser minigame is a minimum viable product version of Star Atlas. Minimum viable product. What is that? Eric Ries, the guy who coined the term, stated that it's the version of a new product that allows a team to collect the maximum amount of validated learning about customers with the least amount of effort. Okay, they've put these assets up, a marketplace, you can go and buy these ships and other NFTs, they're raising money that way, and it sounds like they're learning from the customer base what they want, and then it seems like the development is going to come later. Ronan reiterates this in more colorful terms by saying, they will probably have the intent of developing the game later on to slap it on top, but only after so many people have already invested money, time, and passion into the current hollow project, which only serves to build a mindless following of people who are too deep to criticize the title. Damn. But then I found this article, this is from March of 2022, it says that the team flipped their roadmap around. And right here it says they had a change of heart. Instead of adding a new staking-like mechanic to generate resources through mining land, they decided they would take a few steps back and instead focus on working on / delivering game modules. Number 2, delivering actual gameplay. And just yesterday, this article came out that says Star Atlas and iBuyPower partner to onboard gamers to the metaverse. iBuyPower makes gaming PCs. So maybe they're hearing the criticism, and so they're pivoting to releasing more gameplay. So I wanted to take a look at the team, but on the Star Atlas website itself, if you go to the team section and you click on Michael Wagner, the link doesn't work. And it's been like that for months. Not a good sign. In this article, it says of Michael Wagner previously worked at Multi-Chain Ventures. Here's a website from Multi-Chain Ventures. Building the digital economy, pop-up window right in the middle of my sentence. Building the digital economy block by block. We provide the infrastructure businesses need to integrate with blockchain. Okay, so this guy is a business guy. He understands blockchain and he's tied a game to it. So all in all, we got a game with not a lot of development, some really nice looking trailers, and then you've got an NFT marketplace and you've raised a bunch of money on the promise that this game is going to be built. So I see the risk involved here. So let's take a look at Star Citizen now. From some of the people commenting on my video, this should blow Star Atlas out of the water, right? Well, let's take a look. So I found this article on GameRant where it says that Star Citizen was going to be the sci-fi game to end all sci-fi games. That's a huge statement. I started reading about it, and it turns out Star Citizen is a decade old and it's still in development. And I thought, wait a minute, if you're criticizing Star Atlas for being behind in development and it's only 2 years old, and Star Citizen is almost 10 years old and it's still in development, well, that sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. But then I learned that there is a ton of gameplay available. There's minigames, missions, mining, and from what I've seen of the gameplay, it does look incredible. It's just that officially the game hasn't launched yet. Star Citizen began pre-production in 2010. And they announced a Kickstarter campaign, which ended up becoming the most successful Kickstarter campaign for a video game ever. They made $6.2 million after the initial pledge window closed, breaking video game industry crowdfunding records, and went on to make over $15 million in just under a year. Great job. But then I read on. In 2015, around a quarter of Star Citizen's player base wanted a refund, citing the project's terms of service which allowed them to receive a refund if the product had not been released in 18 months. Many backers were able to claim a refund, but then Cloud Imperium Games quickly changed the terms of service, stating they would only give a refund now if the developers abandon the project. Okay, so both games have been accused of not delivering on their promises. This point isn't lost on Ronan either, who goes on to say, "We see it in Star Citizen also, guys who are 10k deep in bad decisions and can't acknowledge the absurdity of it all without admitting they were wrong." So I understand the pride there. It's just that I wouldn't be so quick to bash Star Atlas and call it a scam because it sounds like they're going through something similar to what Star Citizen went through. So who created Star Citizen? According to Wikipedia, Chris Roberts is a video game industry OG. He started working in the industry back in 1988. He worked for a company named Origin, which fell under the umbrella of Electronic Arts. Roberts went on to found Ascendant Pictures in 2002 and served as a producer, so he was getting more into Hollywood movies. He produced a number of films, and in 2005, actor Kevin Costner sued Ascendant Pictures. Oh no, the dude got sued by Robinhood. In October of 2012, Cloud Imperium Games launched a crowdfunding campaign on their website to produce Star Citizen. As of February 2022, Cloud Imperium Games has raised over $474 million in crowdfunding. That's incredible. And over $63 million in external investments. It's no wonder the Star Citizen community is so passionate about this game. They've raised $500 million. That's crazy. And I have to agree, the footage does look amazing. The amount of work that's gone into this is impressive. The gameplay looks great. It's not fair to compare Star Citizen and Star Atlas side by side because Star Citizen has an 8-year head start. Now, a lot of Star Citizen fans say that Star Atlas is just a copy of Star Citizen. That may be true, but do you remember MySpace? In terms of social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, those companies stood on the shoulders of MySpace to become what they are today. MySpace is no longer here. So even though Star Citizen may have been first, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the last game standing. Now maybe it can. I don't know, only time will tell. Lastly, Ronan points out that regardless of the timeline, Star Citizen has undoubtedly produced some of the most impressive works of computer science ever seen in the industry. They earned their reputation, good and bad. Now Star Atlas needs to at least try and do the same. That's a quality comment. Both companies have their problems, but when you're building games of this scope, we can't expect that it'll just be smooth sailing. So where do I stand on these games? Well, it seems to me that they both raised money by promising a lot of things, albeit they did it in different ways. Star Citizen crowdfunded through Kickstarter. Star Atlas basically crowdfunded through an NFT marketplace. How they raised the money is different, but the fact is they both promised things, and I guess according to a lot of people, they've both under-delivered. And then I guess as far as investing, an interesting question is which CEO would you rather have behind the wheel? An old school video gamer who got sued by Robinhood, or a businessman who can't connect his LinkedIn page to his website? Now, of course, I'm making light of things, but here's the thing. There doesn't have to be a winner or a loser. Both of these games can succeed. I'm interested to see what happens. That's kind of the point of this video. I just wanted to bring up both of these games because the communities were so passionate behind it. And now I want to hear from you. So guys, tell me what you think in the comments. I welcome all of the comments, good and bad. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Subscribe to my channel and let's follow this journey together and let's see what happens. Only time will tell. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the future.